I'm the jump. I mean, cut them all up and break them. Ready. Not like 3 or 4 left.
Tomorrow, how do we get back to the other?
I'll show you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Man, that's pretty damn fun.
Where did I have it? Hold on. Okay.
So, wait, where's the predator?
They said just the forward billiards.
She said predator and Billards. Can you just make another overlay that says predator up there at the top, very top?
What, right here?
Yeah.
They could probably put a small one down here or something.
Okay.
Or let's do like,
That's fine.
wait a minute. No, I need to go to
Put it underneath the score.
image. Why is that? Oh no, I need the image to go all the way to the top.
bought 2 batteries and a new charger. But this charger has 4 batteries at the moment. So instead of doing 2, but as of right now, I'll charge 2 too. If I forget about it, I've got 2 or something. And then I'm gonna wait for those to charge. This way I can have 4 charging while I'm using 2.
We need to do a full
Shouldn't say.
Yeah, the first one. All it shows up is W Billards.
Okay.
So you'll just hit the commercial button for what that is.
What do you think you use? Yeah, I looked it up, the Granger while I was there. It was a lot more expensive. But I did buy the ceiling books.
Right?
Yeah, they had 3 of them, 3 sets in stock at $1.80 a piece. So cheaper than Depot. But we didn't end up needing them, so they were still in the But that's pretty much all that one case is. That one case is just extra accessories, cords, parts and pieces. I didn't put that camera in a case yet because I feel like wasting one more case of that camera when I can carefully put it in my front seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know it's kind of hard to see, but even the people over there, if they look up that camera, they can see the score. I got the screen flipped around.
Yeah.
So if you look at it from there, you can see 5-2, Jeff.
This started at about 8 o'clock. I don't even feel right after eating that burger.
You ate too much.
A friendly match over here, boys?
I like these darts a lot.
Pretty straight. I'm trying to stay warm in this refrigerator.
He said he's trying to stay warm in this refrigerator.
You got it, yeah.
I was thinking it was a little cool.
It's a little cooler tonight than normal.
Maybe the temperature's dropping outside.
And I got
Yeah, it's
joint
like
this
it's in the
and
outside now.
Legion this, and everything's got to stay warm.
Right?
I'll fuck up. What is going on here?
We're streaming it.
Oh, is it a big tournament?
This is fight night, and all weekend long we're doing a tournament.
Okay.
So the tournament starts tomorrow.
Cool.
This is just fight night. We're not really.
What do you mean by fight night?
They have money matches matched up.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
There's 2 more of those. Jaime Rodriguez and Curtis Cardwell. Gerardo Perez. Mason. Also, sorry.
He's a cool dude. He's actually the one that gets on the string.
So Billy's not playing tonight.
No, Billy is around. Texas Open between ball 2 now.
Well, we got.
Yeah, it's a big tournament. It's almost like the Texas 9-ball, which has been around for long. It's a neat tournament with that Texas. Billy's pretty sporty. He's a 600 or something.
Yeah.
Bargain. Whenever he started out, he was even even clean yards. But he took a few years off. Don't want to. He's gone for 10 years.
Free vacations.
Free vacations. Room and board.
Including prom.
And he is. He's a good guy.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't
But
like
before he went away, before he went away, he was some say he was one of the biggest proteges in this area. Probably the best ever. Probably some of that too, for that matter. Yeah, he was really, really good. Wow, dude. Fun we're having. Well, we're cutting the side. All right. That's what I should be doing. I should be over there commentating. I will on the next one.
Hard to beat those, right? Ain't calling yet. Ain't calling yet. I could get out in front of you.
That's the same day last name for me.
I guess I had that going.
You ready to toss?
I want a lot of antibiotics.
That'll speed up
First time to drink. Yeah, the steroid pack them taking the energy, dude, big time.
Yeah.
I adds up.
Don't let it make you
So-
gain weight
That's the race though.
unless you want to.
They won. So
That's what the doctor said was 267 pounds. I looked at the nurse and said, where? Commercials, then 440. 230, okay. 267. Gotta be Billards.
Since 1952, Fort Worth Billiards Superstore has the best selection in game room furnishings. Top brands and pool tables by Brunswick and A.E. Schmidt. Need billiard accessories? We have you covered. Hundreds of pool cues and billiard accessories to choose. We're more than just billiards. Selecting the bar stools for the game room, kitchen island, or bar, we offer a vast array of custom bar stools. Billiards not your game or need to add to the game room? We also offer shuffleboard tables, air hockey, foosball, table tennis, arcade games, darts, chess sets, dominoes, and casino supplies. We are Fort Worth Billiards Superstore. You can find us online at www.dfwbilliards.com or come and visit us at 2312 Montgomery Street in the Cultural Arts District. We're open from 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, and Saturday from 9 to 5. Or call us at 817-377-1004.
have you looked at the rate? Go out to Rackham TV on YouTube. Rackham Space TV. Well, we're right in between matches right now, but we're just about to get going. Who's the next one?
Jaime and Curtis.
Jaime Rodriguez and Curtis Cardwell are going to be playing. It's going to be a race to, I don't know what it is, but anyway, yeah, we're fixing to start that one. I got my boy. You know what I mean?
Lost my appetite.
Yeah, that's what happened to me when I first started doing it. And it gave me diarrhea really bad. Like I said, that's it, pushing all the bad shit out of your body.
Doesn't matter who's going to be red or blue.
Hang on a second.
Doesn't matter who's going to be red or blue.
No, we're good. We're good. Go ahead.
I'll have to go to storage and get all my
Clothes out.
all my old clothes, all my skin clothes out. These my summer shorts. Try to keep it off.
Yeah. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Who did?
Once my shoulder is 100%, I should be able to
All right, next up on the pizza table, we got Jaime and Curtis Cardwell. Table 12.
Right.
On table 11, we got Zach Wallace and Yusuf.
I'll take a little short video here of our setup right now. It's not anything fancier, but we've got a big screen that we can see the preview sitting at the room, all kinds of stuff. It's really good. Not yet. I'm going to probably get up and commentate on this one. Yeah. Who? One card? I don't think he's here. I don't see him. Yeah, I haven't seen him. Well, look at it now. We got the stream going. You can see Curtis up here. Yeah, Rackham TV on YouTube. Just Rackham Space TV. Look for that. So, hey, look at it real quick and tell me if you can find it. Okay. All right.
Is that Billy? Yeah, you can pull up. Type Rackham TV is the first one that pops up. Yeah, look at this shit. We're gonna sit down with a lot of money. Maybe we make it for $20. Curtis is blue, I think. Yeah, Curtis is blue, Jamie's red. Yeah, Curtis is blue, Jamie's red.
no, Clint and Gerardo. This one is Jaime and
Last two.
the first one is just like this is the new one. In sales, you can't close the deal until you get the check, right? So, like, I know, like, the people I know that are from like events and all, they'll give me that check. And I got one more guy that he just wants to support food, they also break business, but, that's why he just on my budget. I talked to him. Last few days has been very frustrating. Because I found out that they're coaching and she started looking at me like, man, I work so hard to make all this trust to get money. It's a job that you do relate to. You ask for something.
I'll be up here Sunday at 11.
They need to support the local scene anyway. Let's put aside about tour. Okay? They don't do anything to support any part of the DFW. They want to come in I wouldn't mind supporting them and go and watch the match or whatever. Now I'm totally shut my. After that incident, I'm like, sorry man, I'm just gonna focus on mine. If you don't support me, I don't support you. When you scratch my back, I scratch you. When you scratch it, I work so hard.
All right, who do we got? Curtis and Jaime? Second rack. Okay. This table right here is really springy.
The same. I put what Doc told me.
All right, Rob, who do you have favored in this match?
And Jaime's a little bit unpredictable, but I kind of like Curtis.
Kind of like Curtis too. Jaime's a shot maker. He doesn't have very much control over the cue ball though.
And that's what I mean by unpredictable.
Yeah, I've been playing him a couple of times this week here at the den. He's been coming up. Curtis is a little more consistent. I think that's what's going to be the game changer.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm probably a little bit more towards Curtis again because I know him better than I do Jaime.
Right.
You know. But it is 9-ball.
It is 9-ball. Anything can happen. Good shot there.
Yep.
Come a little lower.
Didn't get any good justice out of that though. What do you think? He might play safe or try to go into the 4?
I think he's going to skim this 3-ball and lock it up behind the 5-ball.
That's what I think too. That's what he looks like he's shooting. Didn't quite execute it all the way. He might have a piece of it.
Got a piece to the side.
Yeah.
Send this cue ball down by the 6. Oh, well, he got the old ball.
Well, Jaime looks like he's banking good.
Should be out here.
Yeah, I would think so.
Do we have the live link online?
Yeah, it's if you go to YouTube, just look up Rackham TV, Rackham Space TV, and it's online there. You can also go out to the Texas Pool Players group and the DFW 9-ball tour group, and it should have been shared out there. That was a good shot by Jaime to get back on that 9-ball.
Perfect.
So that makes it 1-1. In a race to 9, we were originally told that it was a race to 7, but the players came up and they educated us and said it was a race to 9. So
we're also changing my match with Clint to a race to 9 as well.
Are you? Okay,
Yeah.
good. And Gerardo and Clint are up after this match. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware of.
Yeah, I think so.
They're doing alternate break.
Yeah, alternate break.
Pretty good break right there.
Yeah, I think we're doing the alternate break as the same format that the tournament starts tomorrow.
Okay. I'm not sure if me and Clint are doing that. I think we're going to do winter break.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I have to ask him what he wants to do. Looks like a pretty rudimentary out here.
Yeah. I don't know what the money in the middle is on this one. I don't think I found that out, but I'm sure there's something at least.
I would imagine at least a C note.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
What do you got favored between me and Clint?
Man, you put me on the spot, Bo. I probably got you favored, and that's not just because you're sitting here. I just, I like Clint. I like both of you. You're both good guys, but I think he probably got a little bit more.
Yeah, I'd say I have the home turf advantage.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, not to take anything away from Clint because he's a great shot.
Clint plays good. The last time we played, he actually beat me.
Well, then maybe I might change my mind.
Curtis got bad on the 3 there and tried to get up table.
What do you think about this setup?
It's pretty nice. I like this. I like this right here.
Yep.
Not too crowded by the equipment. You got a separate TV monitor for the game.
Yep.
Makes it easier to watch. Ooh, this might get nasty. Oh, it's gonna fall.
That was that was a great shot and an
Until it
unfortunate end for him. But
Mhm.
I think this is probably about 5 stop shots away, and he's done.
Yep. Ooh, that would have been pretty good save too.
It would have. I mean, he had the in the pocket, blocked by the 9. And man, that would have been pretty good.
Oh, looks like he's going for the combo.
Well, I guess with that 8 ball, it makes that
a big pocket.
Makes a big pocket. So.
Oh.
He might not like that result.
No, it's a pretty simple carom there. If I'm looking at that correctly.
Yeah, I think
the
you can
nine's in the
just
hole far enough.
I think you can just skim that 3 ball and carry him right into it. Maybe put a little top left on it. What do you think?
I think I'd hit it just straight right. Left.
Oh yeah, yeah. He just went straight.
Good shot there. Puts up Jaime at 2-1 now.
Yep.
Jaime's break.
I think Jaime just walked in. Curtis has been here for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, Curtis has been here for a while. Jaime, as far as I'm aware, wasn't here for a while, but I think he was outside in his car.
Okay.
You playing tomorrow?
Well, I'm attempting to play tomorrow.
Hey, you know my tournament play. You and me both.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to show up.
Yeah. I've been working on trying to play everything else like I do gambling. I don't have that killer instinct like I do when I'm gambling, when I'm playing tournament or just free play or league, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to focus myself to try to center my mind into that state of play again.
Yeah. Yeah, and and me, I'm just trying to get back off that injury, and I finally got my table leveled.
Mm-hmm.
We had Barry Emerson come out, and they re-leveled my table again. And
Barry does good work.
Yeah, and I've already started practicing, and it had just a couple of days of practice though, so it hasn't had any much of an effect yet. So
I've been playing pretty consistently lately. I work right around the corner, so when I get off work, I'm right here.
Oh. Well, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you worked up in the Frisco area.
Mm-mm. That debt collection agency is right around the corner.
Wow,
Right here on Collins at 75.
That's great.
Oh.
He just stood up on that shot.
Yeah.
Just jumped right up, took it for granted, and that's the unfortunate
unpredictable part that we were
it.
talking about.
Yep.
That was pretty simple out there.
Yeah.
He had a really good break, good shot on the 1, got position on the 2 to play for the 3, and then just fired at it.
Yep.
I think that 3 goes past the 9, so Curtis might go 2 rails here for shade.
Yeah. Yep.
Got a little high though.
Yeah, you think you might come on the other side of the 8 ball and get?
I think he's going to come 2 rails back past the corner pocket here.
Yep.
Get position for the 4 in the corner. I probably played hard enough to go 3 for the side, to be honest with you. Just like that.
Yep.
It's a good shot.
Yeah. Go to the rail, come out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Probably come back to about middle table.
Yeah. Perfect. Good shot.
And
You
stop
pocket
shot,
this and
stop
drop a
shot.
9 in the side and be done.
Yep. Shoot a stop shot, maybe draw it about 2 or 3 inches. Just like that.
Perfect.
Let's get out by Curtis. That puts us now at 2-2 with Curtis up to break.
Keep it from being in the yellow. See how it's in the yellow? All right, let's. All right, we'll try that.
Looks like the players are taking a little bit of a restroom break here.
Yep. Man, they just got started.
Yeah.
I mean, what the heck?
Table next to him, we got Zach and Yusuf playing. Can't see a score though.
Yeah, they
looks
don't-
like 0-4, 0-4. Not sure who's up though.
Yeah, it's 0-4. I don't know who's red. But we're not streaming that match.
Mm-mm. What match played before this one?
Chase LaFernie and
Fahad?
Fahad.
Who won that one?
Chase.
Chase did.
Yeah.
What was the score?
6-3.
6-3. 6 or 7? Oh, they
6.
went to their skill.
They went to skill
okay.
level.
Gotcha. Fahad's another one of those guys that real good shot maker, but very unpredictable.
You know, Fahad surprises me in a big way. He has improved a lot. Which
Oh, yeah,
is,
absolutely.
from about a year ago, that whenever I first met him, I was like, wow. You
Yeah.
know, and he has just came up really, really well. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been playing with Fahad a lot lately, just messing around. We played a lot of snooker yesterday, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he like snooker?
He plays pretty good snooker, I'm not going to lie. He plays snooker better than he does 9-ball, if I'm going to be dead honest with you.
Wow.
I was giving him a 20-point spot, and it was coming down to the last ball every time.
Wow.
And I mean, I'm not no phenomenal snooker player, but I play decent.
Yeah.
We had a couple games where each of us were running 40-point runs or more.
Wow. I didn't know he played that well.
Yeah, ironically, he actually he doesn't do what he does on a pocket billiards table. He actually controls the cue ball. He doesn't just fire at everything. You know, he slow rolls balls. He shoots them with control, places position. I was actually telling him, like, why can't you do that when we're playing 9-ball or 8-ball?
Right. Well, he made a couple on the break there.
One's in a kind of goofy position here, though.
Yeah. He's got a couple options. He could attempt a safe behind the 4-ball.
I think I would clip the left side of the one here and hit the cue ball close to where that chalk piece is at and send it 2 rails down by this 8-ball.
Send the
cue ball.
Cue ball down?
Yeah, kind of move the 1 ball further to the right and send the cue ball in between the 2 and the 9 toward the bottom rail.
Yeah, So he's got 2 safes. The other option is that he could either try to bank it in or cut it in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's going to probably do what you said. It looks like he's queuing up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
It's a more natural safe, and you got more blockage that way. That's pretty good.
Oh, just bumped it, and now he's got. He can see it. He can actually make it. I think Jaime can get around that 5-ball. Well, maybe he can.
He's questioning himself.
Looks like he's queuing up to do a little masse.
Yeah.
He hit that pretty solid in the fat, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Had a little double kiss there and
Yeah.
might have gotten away with it. I'm not sure if that 1 ball squeezes past the 8.
Yeah, he could probably go rail first and come off that 8 ball.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
it's close enough. You come in off the backside of that 8 ball.
I think he might actually just be able to slow roll it and kind of cheat the pocket.
Yeah.
Let it drop in and just kind of put that cue ball closer to the 5 for 2 in the corner.
Right. Man, I'm glad you joined us tonight. I was not interested in doing too much commentating by myself, so I wasn't going to do it. You know, fight night's kind of one of those nights that, you know, you just don't really know what's going on. It's the matches that happen tomorrow that are, you know, well, I didn't expect that.
He elected a safe there, but sold out a shot on the side.
It didn't work out for him too well.
No.
Yeah. You know, some of these matches, like this match here, this is a really good match. I mean, all the matches on fight night are good. It's just, you know, there's just not enough people to come in and do some commentating with you, and it really works better if you have a couple of people doing some commentating.
Oh, wow. He tried to shoot in the side, in the corner. I thought he would take the side there.
That's the unpredictable stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, I like commentating.
Yeah, I do, as long as I got someone here with me. Otherwise, I get bored with myself.
I understand that. Sure, we do enough talking to ourselves as it is on the pool table.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, my granddaddy used to make this saying.
Uh-huh.
He said, you know, a smart man talks to himself because you got to have someone smart to talk to.
I like that. I'll have to keep that one.
Yeah.
I'll have to keep that one. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Never heard that before.
Yeah. Well, he fired that one in the hole, didn't
Ooh, hit it good.
he? Come back
position,
around and
too.
got it good shape.
Very nice. Very nice.
Well, this match is raced to 9. It's moving along pretty quick. You might be up before too long.
Yeah,
About,
it's
what,
barely
45 minutes, I
9:30.
figure. Unless something weird happens.
They're 2-2 right now. This might be the end of this game right here if he combos this ball and holds position on the cue.
Yeah. Got to worry about where that 5 ball's going, so he's going to have to hit it pretty fat.
I think he'll just kind of slow roll it, come off the rail and back up.
That was perfect.
A little jacked up there, but it should work pretty well. I think he'll just thin it here with a little outside, come off 2 rails for the 7 either in the corner or the side, depending on the speed.
Yeah. And then a simple stop shot from there and make the 9 ball in the corner pocket where the 5 ball sits now.
Yep.
Is that about right?
Yep.
Ooh, that might be
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, I was a little worried there for a second. Come off that 1 rail.
Yeah, this table right here, like I mentioned earlier, is pretty springy. The rails are really fast, and the felt's
Yeah.
kind of fast.
Yeah. Before we set the, we were debating on which table we were setting this stream up on, and we were kind of testing the rails and levelness and pockets and that kind of stuff, and they were moving pretty quick. You know, we just dropped the ball on the rail and it'd just shoot down the table real easy.
Good out there for Curtis.
Yeah.
Places him up 3-2, and now Jaime's up to break. Got a pretty strong field for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we're capped out at 90 or 95.
Yeah.
And we still got 20 waiting. You know, I think 20, maybe 25 waiting.
Yeah, I actually just barely managed to squeeze in off the waiting list.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of folks up here tonight that are, you know, wanting to pay their money and get in, but, you know, they're saying just come back tomorrow and hope you get in.
Yep.
You know, these DFW 9-ball tours, you know, and its predecessor, the Omega Tour, it's a big tour and a big production to have to put on. Let me tell you,
Y'all do a great job, by the way. Everybody involved with that does a great job.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Probably appreciate that more than anything. You know, just hearing from it. But
yeah, Every time we've had so far, all last year and so far this year, just nice and smooth. And
Yep.
you know, all the improvements we're getting. We got these new Aramith balls. We now got this new streaming equipment with good equipment to stream, commentate, all that.
Yep.
It's really nice.
Yeah. I don't think there's any other tour out there that I can think of that's doing anything like this.
Right.
You know, at least right now. I mean, it's going to catch on.
Yeah.
You know.
That's nice. And, you know, not many other tours out there either that have full fields every tournament with a wait list on top of it. You
That's
know?
right. Yeah.
I mean, even now, the Texas Open going down in Round Rock, there's still spots open in that.
Wow.
You know, it's a 128 field, but it still has spots available.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, it's, of course, this is not the oldest version of it, but the one that happens in September.
Yeah,
that's
the
like
9
one of the oldest tournaments in the United States.
I think it's
been
going on 45 years.
45 years or something like that. 45, 46 years, and that's one of the oldest tournaments. And so they can get a crowd. And,
Yeah.
And they're not, you know.
I've been meaning to go back and play one of those again, but it just happens to fall every time that we have the same that we have our tournament here at the Berry Den, and
Yeah.
I can't pass up a chance to play on home turf.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last time I played in one of the opens, I think it was about 3 years ago, I played the 10 ball and I finished top 16.
Wow,
Played
that's
pretty
great.
good.
That's great. Yeah, there's a few of the DFW 9-ball tour players down there now. Give a shout out to Billy Guy and Rick Sparks and a few others that are out there.
Good luck to all of them.
Yep. Billy just he let me know a while ago he got ninth in the ring game.
Oh, really?
And you know, he was on the table with Boosty and a few others, and he thought coming in ninth.
That's pretty strong. Yeah, that's pretty strong. That was a good field.
Yep.
We had Curtis just rattled this 5 ball down here trying to get shape on the 6.
Yeah.
Left Jaime a long shot.
And getting shape on the 6 from here is going to be.
There's 2 different ways to play this if you're trying to play shape, or 3 different ways really. Difficulty increases with each one.
Follow forward and go.
3 rails is what I would do. It's a tough shot though. You might hit it good.
You hit it great.
Wow.
That's not good. That's great.
Shot there. That is a great shot.
Yeah, I really can't tell from our screen. I guess the 6 ball's off the rail a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
That was a good shot on the 5 ball.
That was a great shot on the 5 ball.
I was saying go that way, or you can the less likely out of the 3 options that I was seeing was jacking up and trying to draw it back off to the rail. The other shot I saw is was actually a pretty almost natural, but you'd have to know what you're doing. 1 pocket bank, you kind of bank across corner.
Oh yeah.
Send the cue ball straight down and back up towards the 6.
Yeah.
Good out there by Jaime. Great out.
Yep. That 5 ball was the game winner shot.
Yes, it was. Came in clutch there. Came with the shot. It's Curtis's break. 3-3.
Well, this might go longer than I thought.
Yeah, I think
we might have a hill match.
At the pace we're going, I would say by 10:20 we're done.
It's 9:42.
If it keeps going like this, it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, we'll see how close you are. That's fun.
It's kind of funny. I had a conversation with Brian Green earlier. He played Robin on one of the other tables.
Oh yeah.
And he told me he won, and I was like, I've made a comment before about how well I know most of the players around this area, and I said, okay, well, y'all score was what, 7-4? And he's like, yeah, exactly.
That's funny. That was a pretty good break.
He's got a good break with his magic.
I mean, he controlled that cue ball. I think it took a little bit of a hit, but
I think he's got the 1 ball. Yeah, he's got the 1 ball. He come off 2 rails for the 2.
Yeah.
He wants a little bit of angle on this 2 ball though.
So he'll probably come out just somewhere now down by the 8 ball just a little bit. Yeah, he's got his angle. I think he could use a little more.
I think he's I'd probably follow through on this one just because the 8 ball positions you a little jacked up if you try to draw it.
And then you got an option to go to the side or the corner.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing. It looks like he's following.
Good shot there.
There we go.
Nice.
Yep.
A little too far, but nothing too difficult. Just a
little draw shot.
Bottom outside, yeah. Come out, go to the rail and back out. Very nice.
It's a good shot.
Looking for a breaker right here.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the Magic Rack?
Well, the Magic Rack I don't like too well.
Okay, well, let me rephrase that. When I say Magic Rack, I mean any kind of template
Man,
rack.
I tell you, if you're in a position where you got problems with the rack, whether it be the person racking it or not, I think it's a good thing. What I don't like about it is it doesn't come off the table a lot of the times, and then it can impede a shot, change the direction of a shot, and I don't like that at all. I'm pretty much old school. I like the old being able to pull a rack off, and going how you want to.
Yeah. See, that's kind of what I was going to too. Like, me personally, I don't like them.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, yeah, it gives you a perfect rack.
Yeah.
Every time, but at the same time, that makes me kind of upset because I spent hours and upon hours of work figuring out how to rack the balls, how to break them, get the action, the positioning on the balls that I want, and then you put a Magic Rack on the table and somebody can just come up and stop shot the one ball and make a ball every time.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
Kind of like makes me feel like I worked for nothing,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know that's pretty much the same way. I mean, I used to practice racking and breaking. That was all I did for a long time. That and jump shots. I probably should practice more of my other stuff.
I've gotten really accurate with my jump shots lately.
Good.
That puts Curtis up 4-3 now.
Yeah, we're going to see some of that probably here in about, I don't know, 40 minutes? Is that what you said?
About 30 minutes now.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine I'm actually going to be jumping. Clint's a very good safe player.
Clint is very strategic.
Yes.
Yes. That's the term.
Absolutely. He's strategic and methodical when it comes to playing.
Very. So who do we have on the other table? It's Zach Ballas and
Yusuf.
Yeah, I'm assuming that race is.
I think they're doing a race to 9.
Huh. Okay. Are they both 5s or 6s?
They're both 6s.
6s. Okay.
Yusuf, he played as a 6, I think, in one of the Rusty's tours last year or this year. I can't remember, but he did pretty well.
Wow. Good.
He's last I remember, he'd been playing with CJ a lot and kind of learning from him. Yeah. He improved pretty quickly.
Yeah. CJ is, I think he's in Arizona right now, doing some lessons. Yeah, that's what I read last. He loves to post on Facebook. Yeah.
And I tried to play it safe there and didn't get quite to where he wanted.
No. And I think this is just go up to the, pocket the 2 ball, go up to the rail and come back out.
Yeah, I think
About
so.
what he might.
I think he's got enough angle to do that. I think that's what he's looking at. I think he might be able to stop shot it and just kind of shoot it from there.
I'm afraid if he stop shots, he might swing in behind that 5.
Yeah. I'd probably agree with you in going into the rail and back out.
I think that's a better option, even if he has to make a little cut and come back out, 2 rails. And that's
a good shot.
Well,
it's drifting.
Did you see that?
Yeah. A little bit of a roll there. Not sure if it was a table or if it rolled over a chalk or something.
I think it probably must have had some chalk.
Either way, it helped him out. He was about to get in a bad position there.
Yeah, he got lucky. It happened, but not where the seam is, so I'm thinking he must have hit some chalk.
Yeah.
That's a good shot.
Good control.
Yep. Just go up to the top rail, come back?
Depending on the angle here, I might probably throw a little inside on it and go 2 rails in position for the corner.
Okay.
Just 1 rail.
He just went to 1 rail.
That's good.
Yeah,
Did
you see that? Did it again, didn't it?
I think there's a bit of a roll on the table.
I do too.
Have to keep that in mind.
You're playing here next.
Mm-hmm.
We might go out there and look at that after this match is over. Just see if there's a seam problem or something.
It's happening right right above the second diamond. That's about where the slate is.
Yeah.
Another good out by Curtis here.
Yep.
It's going to put him up 5-3. That's going to be his break. If he keeps getting games ahead of Jaime like that, he'll be done before what I said.
Yep. Absolutely. These players, when they get nervous, they start going to the phone.
Mm-hmm. Call those the moves.
It's the moves.
I really like this setup.
Like it, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to get better. We weren't going to bring for those of you guys who can't see the actual booth here, we've got just a couple of fold-up tables and our equipment sitting on it, but we've got plexiglass wrapped around it. We're actually have commissioned someone to build us a booth that we can bring in and it be very soundproof, which is why you see the TV in front of you now, that so that we can see it, because we won't be able to see a table.
Okay.
So, and that's why we're experimenting with this. So, and that way it'll keep it quiet for a couple of guys like you and I who are a little louder than most people. We want to make sure that we can not make any suggestions to the players at the table, but yeah, that's what we're doing. So we've got a booth. We're either going to have it commissioned to build it, or we're going to buy some cubicles that are very transportable, and then use those. So be able to set them up, and they'll all be soundproof and everything. So
okay, can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it's and we were actually going to set this booth up, up there in the very corner in the entranceway.
Okay.
That's why we brought this.
Okay.
And then we just decided to set up back here because we changed the tables actually.
Right. Well,
I think you got a little bit out of line on that one.
Yeah, he hit that 2-ball a little fatter than he wanted.
I think he's going to probably play it safe, probably skim that 3-ball and go 2 rails.
I think he's looking at kind of like a little bit of a draw shot, sitting the 3 between the 6 and the 7 and putting that cue ball behind the 6.
I think so, huh? Or he could do another skim on the left. Yep, that's
he's going the way you said.
The original one.
Might have left the window.
No, he just rolled up enough to.
Got it nice and shadowed.
Yep.
Good shot by Curtis there.
Yep. It was a good attempt.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that this might be textbook for Curtis.
Yep.
Call this 7-Eleven pool, stop shots.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, stop and go.
Stop and go.
I'll tell you what I found. Like you asked me earlier if I was going to play the tournament tomorrow. Let me tell you what I've found. It's hard to play tournaments and then be responsible for like the stream and stuff like that. It's or even running the tournament. It's just difficult to do and do well in the tournaments. But I'm not out here to make a lot of money anyway. So
yeah,
just going to have some fun and we'll just go with it.
Yeah, and I can understand where you're coming from with that. I don't remember if he ever came out to him, but I don't know if I ever told you either, but I used to run a couple tournaments, a Sunday night tournament over at Wizards a while back.
Yeah. I came out to a couple of those. Yeah.
And running that and playing at the same time was kind of a hassle sometimes.
Yeah, it's like you lose your focus.
Yeah.
And it's hard. And this game is a focus game. Yeah, that was pretty textbook.
Especially when you have a bunch of, sometimes new players, they constantly asking questions.
Yeah.
Puts us at 6-3 Curtis. Jaime up the break.
Yep.
Pulling away pretty quickly there.
Yep. tell you the truth, I kind of expected a little bit of a better match than it is right now.
The way it was going, it looked like it was going to be a good match at first.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad match. It's just that Jaime's not Jaime's not where he needs to be.
Yeah, and the reason Curtis is pulling ahead, he's played some good saves.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's not like Jaime really just gave away games.
Yeah, there might have been one.
There was one that that one where he had the shot on the 2 and kind of just stood up on it.
Yeah.
He gave that one away, but other than that, I think Curtis played a good safe there. He had another shot earlier where he hooked him behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many versions of that magic rack. That's that unpredictable part about Jaime that is why he's going to probably lose this match. You know, it's just unfortunate. And I think he just jumps up out of his shot too quick.
Yeah, he needs to work on his patience because, like I said, he's a good shot maker. You know, if he could learn how to be a little more patient with the shot, stay down, follow through, he has good potential to be a pretty strong player.
Yeah.
I needed to take a break right now. That's why I came looking over here for you. I was playing. Do you know Louis Pacheco?
Yeah, I know Louis.
Yeah, we were playing one pocket over there since like 2 o'clock.
Wow. Wow.
Played about 6-7 hours of one pocket, and you know me, I'm not a one pocket player, so that killed me.
Yeah, come over here and get your mind out of that.
Yeah, he played good. He plays real good.
And I hadn't seen Louis in a long time.
I just met him last night.
Wow.
I try to jump at this ball.
I don't know that I'd do that.
I think
I'd love to jump.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he can get past the 7 without having to go over it.
I was more concerned about the coming off the end table. You know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, bouncing twice.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a little too close, but it worked out for him. That's good. Doing a little bit of a draw shot here.
Just a nice little stun.
He did it again, man. He just jumped up out of that shot.
He got a little bit of a roll there and hooked Curtis with it, but yeah, he kind of has, like, if you watched his arm, he kind of twists when he shoots.
Yeah, it does. We used to call that the Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson? Oh.
That's
it's unfortunate.
Yep. That's going to give Jaime an opportunity. If he settles down and stays down on his shots, I think he'll be okay.
Yeah.
He might be able to make this a match again.
Sure.
Can you get her? Bring him a drink. Hey, my tab.
What the fuck is a drink?
She knows what it is.
Tell you what, these mics are good.
these mics are real good. And if any of you heard that, just
disregard.
Disregard it and cover your kids' ears.
My apologies.
But we were trying to figure out what kind of a drink it was, so that we could get one ordered.
Looks like he elected to shoot the 8 in the corner.
Yeah, if he stays down on the shot, he will make it. I just don't have confidence in that.
Jumped up a little bit, but not as much as he had been.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a tester here, really, because he's so close. But he should be okay.
Yeah. Nice shot.
No rails. He went right in the pocket.
Yeah. 6-4 now. Curtis is up to break, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Curtis has been getting really good breaks. I wouldn't be surprised to see another breaker run here.
Yeah, I love the way he controls that cue ball too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he has real good control over it.
Sets it right dead center of the table.
Yep.
And
Gets a nice little pop off the break.
Yeah, once in a while, I mean, another ball may come in and kick it a little bit, but like one of the racks a few racks ago, he was able to kick it and then give him a good shot on the one ball, so it kind of worked out for him.
Yeah. I've noticed that from the spot that I break up, if I manage to squat it straight in the middle, it usually doesn't work out for me because I end up having a ball come kick me straight in the side.
Right.
So I like to have my cue ball kind of jump and draw back maybe towards about even with the third diamond above the side pocket.
Right.
When I'm breaking well. Obviously, that's not every time.
Right. Well, he came up dry. He actually he didn't squat the cue ball like he normally does. It went over to the side rail.
Mm-hmm. It looked like he kind of glanced more to the side of the one ball and then hit it flush.
Yeah.
I missed the one ball there.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
No, he made it. Well, I don't know.
No, he didn't get there.
I think this might be a jumper.
Yeah, he's going to have to go airborne here.
Yeah. Did you see our camera setup out there?
I saw the stand that y'all brought in earlier, but I haven't really looked at it to see how y'all have the camera and everything. But yeah, that's new, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering because I saw it when you brought it in. I was like, I remember there was like a tripod that y'all had last time, but it wasn't like that.
Yeah, this is a pretty high industrial tripod. It's got a big arm at the top, looks like a cross, and
yeah,
you can just mount cameras and stuff on it. It makes things a whole lot easier for us, actually.
Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering who you are going to crucify.
Yeah.
I like it, man. I like all the new improvements that we're getting along. It's gonna be epic once it's all put up together.
When we get it all there, I think it's gonna be nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's already great as it is, and if it's still improving, man.
Oh, man, I thought he made that ball there for a second or two.
Got a good roll out of it.
Yeah, I think
I think Jaime can glance it and come kind of cue ball over by the 8 ball.
A little worried about yeah. Thought if he didn't, well,
I was thinking more so kind of like thin it and put it on the 6 ball and come over by this 8 ball.
I think he was a little worried about scratching in the side pocket.
Maybe.
And that's what I was afraid.
He did draw past it.
Yeah. So that changed things a little bit.
A little more speed, he could have gotten safe. He just hit it a little too slow. Curtis still could have put a good stroke on this ball. Nice little stop shot there.
Put that in the corner pocket, the 3 ball in the corner. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think this is another textbut. Yeah, this is probably his hardest shot right here. Actually.
Yeah, just a small little stun right here.
Drifted a little more than I thought. I guess from our viewpoint, that angle was a little bit different.
Yeah.
But he'll be all right.
I don't know how straight he is on this 4 ball because he's kind of jacked up over the 8. Now, I'm not sure if this 5 goes to past the 7. I believe it does. So he has both corners to shoot at if he wants. Depending on the difficulty of this 4 ball.
Do you think, would you maybe follow up and come out 2 rails?
I don't see the angle very well, to be honest with you. It looked like, based on that shot there, he was on the right side of the 4.
Yeah.
So I probably would have done what he did and kind of just settled for this corner pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that 5 ball goes past that 7.
We'll find out.
Yeah, he's looking at it, so maybe it does.
I think he's gonna try to draw this cue ball 2 rails for the 6. Nice, just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, a little far.
Yeah, he's got a pretty clean bank shot. It's a little closer than I like to do banks, but
yeah. And the stable being as fast as it is, it might bank a little short.
Yeah. Yep, it did. Just a little short.
Yep. I remember, I believe it was 2 years ago when we had the Royce Memorial here.
Yep.
The first time around, they had the ring game here. The group that I was in, we were playing on this table, and the other two groups were on the table next to it and the table over here close to the register. And both those tables play almost half the speed of this table. So it threw a lot of the players off when we all finished on this table here, and me and one other guy, me and Joe Martinez, we ended up splitting it at the end. We were the only two from the original group on this table, so we were adjusted to it, and that's probably the best I'd banked ever that night.
Yeah.
Played really good banks. I think the final three were me, Joe, and Roman, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And Roman's no slouch when it comes to banking.
No, Roman's a good player all the way around.
Oh yeah, great player.
Yeah.
That's a good shot there.
He stayed down on that shot too, a little bit more.
I think he's calmed down a little bit.
I really think that if he stays down on his shots, he'll be all right.
Yeah. See, I don't know if you watched his elbow there. It actually didn't move at all.
Yeah.
Got a nice control on the ball. That puts him at 5 now. Scores 6-5 Curtis.
Yeah.
And it's Jaime's break. Got a match here again.
Yeah, finally.
15 minutes away from my mark.
I'm kind of thinking you might go over if we keep going like we are.
Which, to be honest with you, I'd be okay with that, because that means we'd have a really good match on our hands.
That's right, absolutely. You're going to make the next match that long too, right?
Oh, no, I'm just going to break another set out.
All right. My brother's coming into town tomorrow for this tournament.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He was at the one of Rusty's too, right?
Yeah, he's down there.
It's been a long time since I've seen him. I didn't know did he move out of town?
He's living on the property that we have up in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's living up there. A buddy of his is coming down too. A fellow by the name of Brandon Hobbs. He's a pretty good little pool player from the Ardmore area, and so they're coming down. So we get players for this DFW 9-ball tour from Louisiana and
everywhere. Yeah,
everywhere. Coming to play. Oklahoma. We get several players from Oklahoma.
Yeah. I know Denny's always coming out from Midland.
Yeah, and that might as well be New Mexico. So
yeah,
they're close enough.
That's about 5 hours from here, I think.
It's about 6.
Yeah,
Midland, Odessa is about 6 hours from here.
It's a drive.
I made that drive solid ice one year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
We went out for one of the nationals pool or the state pool tournaments out there, and we skidded nearly all the way. I had a 4x4 Dodge pickup, and our rear ends were puckered up all the way. Let me just say that much. But it was a fun trip.
I don't know if I'd be out on the road like that.
Well,
a lot of these people nowadays, you can see have any kind of change in weather and they forget how to drive.
Yeah, I'm from Oklahoma, so we get a little bit more snow than Texas does, and I was like, well, I can make it, and threw that thing in 4x4, and everybody piled in the super cab, and they kind of wish they hadn't at one point. But we made it. I guess the snow was probably almost all the way out to, I guess it was Abilene. Yeah, it was maybe even a little farther than Abilene, so it was a good chunk for us out there.
Okay.
It was a little fun. Well, he's got himself in a little bit of a pickle here.
Yeah, he made a good shot on the 6 there, comboing into the side, but the 2-ball rolled up behind this 4 and left him no shot, no reward. But he's gonna have to kick at this ball.
Yeah. So what would you try to do, a draw kick and kind of stick it to that 2-ball if you could?
I'm trying to look at it a little better. I think, to be honest with you, I'd probably try to skim the left side, the bottom side of this 2. Yeah. To where it caroms up towards the 8-ball and try to send this key ball back towards the 5.
Which is what he just did.
Oh, might not work out for him though. That was the shot, but it was just dead carom to the corner.
Yeah, it's hard to see from here on this TV screen, but
yeah. But that was the safe play there.
Yeah, I wonder what he's going to do here. A little jump shot, maybe?
No, it's a bit of a distance for a jump shot. I believe he's going to try to squeeze past the 7-4 here and kick at it.
At the top rail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really much for a shot, but it's going to be more just for contact.
Look at that. He dead nutted that
just
in there.
When you shoot like that, it doesn't matter where the ball's at, I guess.
Absolutely. But he's got another tester here, so he'll do something with it.
He's going to have to work for this one,
Yeah,
by the looks of it.
Yeah.
I think he's almost in the position where hitting this 4-ball flush combos the 8.
That's what I was just thinking. No, he's
not going to get a rail.
No, not going to hit a rail.
Well, if Jaime keeps his composure, he can tie this up right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make it a race to 3.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to go out 2 rails there.
Mm-hmm.
He got a little higher than he wanted. It's still not bad, but probably really didn't want to be that high up on that 7-ball.
Just slow roll it in.
I might have went 2 rails, maybe 3 to get in a little better shape. What do you think?
I'm a little more eccentric when it comes to that shot, I guess. I probably would have tried to draw it down to about the 2nd diamond and come 2 rails back behind the 9,
right,
and leave myself shape for the corner.
Yeah, I think we're about to have a tie match here.
Yeah, makes this ball.
Yeah.
There we go, 6-6. We got a game on our hands.
That's a ball game, don't we?
I'm not sure if Curtis forgot about the magic rack or what's going on here. He just put on the triangle.
Do we have anybody on chat? Do we have anybody on chat?
Good break.
For all of you out there that's watching, be sure to share it. We want to see as many people on the stream as we can. I didn't expect a draw shot there, but maybe I missed it because he was in the way a little bit.
Actually, I don't know if you noticed at the beginning of this track, I don't know if he forgot. Oh, that's not good. Curtis actually picked up the triangle and racked with the triangle. He didn't use the magic rack, but he got a good break out of it. Kind of surprised he didn't get out with the layout that he had there, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Jaime's got an opportunity to come back from being down 6-4 to take the lead 7-6 here.
Yeah.
Let's get a little angle there. Cut it in, just slightly come back up with the 8 inside.
Yep.
Oh, he wants to go for the corner.
I didn't expect that. But
no, we got a good position though. Just cut this in the corner and come across for the 9 in the same pocket.
He missed that ball.
He stood
and
up
what
again.
did he do?
He stood up again. Mm-hmm. But he might have gotten a roll here. I think he hooked Curtis.
Yeah, but I think this is a pretty straightforward pop. What do you think? Would you jump this?
I think I'd go rail first, kick it in. I think it's close enough to the pocket that he can kick it in off the rail.
I don't think
but
so,
I think he's going for his jump cue.
I think he's too fat on that 9 ball to be able to go real first.
He's going airborne. You may be right. See if he can clear this 9 and keep the cue ball on the table.
Yeah, this is where I was talking about coming off. This is being so close, you know.
Yeah. You know, the biggest problem a lot of people have with jump shots like these is that everybody wants to jump to the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've watched me jump recently. A lot of my jump shots, you'll see my cue ball just clear the object ball by about 6 inches and land. That's where I try to roll to the ball from.
Yeah.
But a lot of people I've noticed, they have just, I don't know if it's a fear of not clearing or if they just think that they can, landing on the ball is going to keep the cue ball down. Yeah. Everybody wants to make it to the ball in the air.
Right. That might hurt.
Ouch.
I think he stood up on that shot.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of just, he wasn't sure of himself. He kind of just got down and hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jaime was given a gift here after that blunder that he had on the 8 ball.
Yep.
Let's see if we can close it out.
Yep.
I would say it'd be pretty given out, but as unpredictable as he is.
Yeah, that's. Let's not call it before it happens.
Right.
Yeah, he should be okay, but I don't know. He's going up a little higher than. He's going up a little higher than I expected him to, but it's still okay. I mean, really. Yeah, he's taking his time too. Look at that. He's taking some time. Let's see if he stays down. Just count how long he stays down. No, he was already jumping up.
Yeah, but he made it.
Yeah,
but he did stand up the whole way on that one.
I mean, even before he stroked through there, before he hit the cue.
In the middle of his backstroke, he was standing up already. Yeah. Kind of like a lot of people's break shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it's a 7-6.
7-6. Jaime's up.
Curtis
and
is
it's
Curtis's break.
No, it's Jaime's break.
You sure?
Curtis has been breaking on evens.
Oh, okay. All right.
Looks like they're taking another restroom break.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I'm gonna follow their lead.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right, man. Curtis has got an opportunity to bring it back here to an even race. He shouldn't. I don't see any trouble balls, and he's got ball in hand, so he should be able to pocket the 1, and then put the 2 in the corner up by the 3. And well, no, it looks like he's going to probably put the 2 in the corner opposite of the 3. Pardon me, and then come out for shape on the 4 ball. That's probably his hardest one, getting from the 4 to the 5. And he'll probably do that with a draw shot 2 rails once he gets down to the 4 ball. Come onto the high side of the 5 ball. Put it down in this corner pocket, the bottom right corner pocket. Yeah. Let's see where he goes here. He's going to go a little bit force follow, come out. Yeah, he's got the perfect angle to do a little draw shot, come the rail nearest to the 4 ball and then out 1 more rail and over to the 5. That was perfect. He's got good shape, and he'll probably just do a draw shot and then pocket the 6 ball in the side pocket, and then he'll probably have a 2 rail shot to the 8 ball.
All right, what do we got going on here?
Yeah, welcome back, Gerardo. I think he's going to try and cut this 6 ball in the side pocket and get shaped where he can go. I'm kind of thinking
3 rails.
I kind of expected a different shape than that to get to the 8 ball, so I think he would like to be.
I kind of like what he did here because it's a simple kind of little bottom outside here. You just kind of stud it, and naturally cue ball comes down to about the 2nd dyne on the opposite bottom rail.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, a little too hard there, but he got a good little nudge.
Got a good little bump, and that's why I don't like those racks, because it took a little bump, but because it hit the edge, it rolled a whole nother quarter ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Oh no. That's not going to bode well. That's going to go into his head a little bit, and I think that's going to probably.
Well, considering he just put Jaime on the hill too.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You know, it's going to.
8-6. Jaime, Curtis's break.
I did not expect this, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be the other way.
Yeah, kind of took a weird turn there.
Mm-hmm.
But like we said earlier, ain't gonna call it till it's over.
That's right.
Broke the balls out and left that 1 ball up in that top rail again, and on top of that he hooked himself. Gonna have to probably push out here. Looks like he's gonna kick at it.
He's not pushing out. He's gonna kick at that ball.
No.
I think he's frustrated. That's what I think.
That's what I would call a give-up shot. Kind of just firing at everything.
Yeah.
It's so good. Well, if Jaime manages to control his shots here, this should be the end. This should wrap it up. Just kind of slow roll this 3 on the side. Try to get a little bit of angle on this 4 ball to the right side so you can try to draw back for the 6. Just like that. A nice little draw here. Come back about even with the side pocket. Uh-oh. He overdrew it. Hooked himself. Tried to play it safe there and kind of overrolled it. Kerr's going to want to shoot this ball in the side pocket here. Follow through with a little bit of inside English to come down for the 7. Just like that.
Yeah. A lot of more less experienced players would have probably tried to stop and do the combo on the 7-9.
Yeah.
Just go up to the top rail, come back a little bit, and
give himself an opportunity for another game.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So who's breaking this rack?
That will be Jaime's break.
Jaime's break, yeah. Where are we at on the time?
6 minutes over.
I told you.
Hey, but like I said, we got a good game now.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got scores now 8-7. Jaime to break, race to 9.
Yeah, my wife called a while ago. She wants to. I had to give her the address so she could watch the stream.
Nice. Pretty good break there. It's going to work out for him, I think.
I think so too. I think this is textbook from this point on.
If he can control his stance and stay down on the ball, follow through correctly on everything.
Yeah, and I think
should be out.
I think probably the hardest one here, depending upon where he's going to get to, is from the 4 to the 5.
Yeah.
You know, and then everything else after that should be fairly easy. But again, he's so unpredictable. You know that. He just doesn't stay down on the shots.
Looks like he's trying to go up and
See,
down.
He was even trying to stand up on that one.
Yeah.
You know?
He got a little weird here. This right here is a weird angle. A lot of people don't see it, that if you draw this ball wrong, you actually draw this straight into the side pocket.
Yep, that's right. Just like
tried there.
Just almost like that. Yeah.
Did
you see that ball?
Shot. Yeah.
There's something going on right there, and that's not where the slate is either.
That's something else. I'll have to take a look at that after this match.
Yeah. It could just be that the table's maybe a little dirty.
There may also maybe the felt. Sometimes they get kind of like little frizz, like little not really frizz, but like little cuts.
Yeah.
Sometimes make little divots.
Yeah. And I don't know how often they change the tablecloth here, but it's probably once a year, maybe if they're lucky, if we're lucky. Marcy actually is pretty good about doing these twice a year. Really good, because that's what needs to happen. At minimum twice a year. He cut that ball in the side pocket. I just would not have thought it. I thought he was going to try and pocket it up in the corner, but he did well. He escaped a potential scratch and still kept going. So he'll put a little top left on this, top right. Pardon me.
Yeah. Top
right?
left. Top left.
Okay, top left.
Yeah. Just come back out to the center of the table.
Yeah. I don't know. He's going to have to probably draw a little bit here, wouldn't you think? I mean, not draw, but
angle,
draw here.
The angle looks like he's on the left side of the 6, so I'd say kind of like a little bit of a stun draw and kind of try to draw it past the side pocket and cut this 7 ball over by the pocket where the magic rack's at. Because if he's straight enough, he might be able to come back straight to where he can cut it into this other pocket, but right now where he's at, it's kind of a weird position to get actually shape on. He may go 2 rails forward and come back towards the center of the table and give himself a cut.
It looks like he's going going high, so
yeah,
that's
like
it.
That.
That's
a little far there, but it'll work.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, a little draw shot here to get back up to the 8, right?
Just kind of, I think he's going to try to go probably down to the bottom rail and kind of scoot over towards the long rail there.
Yeah.
Towards around the 9 ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, folks, looks like we might have a hill match on our hands with Curtis to break.
Let's not jinx anything here. Let's see if we're going to go to hill.
Yeah.
He's all right. This is a little chip shot for him. He'll be okay. Double hill.
Double hill thrill. And it's Curtis to break. He gave himself an opportunity by getting that game last match, and then he got back here.
Having a conversation. I'm kind of thinking, I wonder what they're thinking about doing.
I think Jaime's trying to propose a backing jack.
That's what I'm kind of thinking too. But they'll have to move to another table.
Yeah.
Unless, I don't know, what time is it? 10:30?
Well, over in Rusty's, they made us move when we were doing our doubles.
Yeah. I don't know so you want to get started is what you're saying?
Yeah.
We'll make a move to another table.
Looks like the players have elected to win by 2. Give me a second, Rob. I'll be right back.
All right. So we've changed this to a win by 2 match. So from here, so someone's going to have to get to 10 and no one score anything. For those of you that are watching, the players have decided they wanted to make it interesting. So we'll let them make it interesting. Curtis got a good break there. Didn't quite get where he wanted to on the 1 ball, but he'll be okay. He'll probably cut this maybe a little bit. Play it safe. Distance safe. So he's going to go 1 rail and go out to the go up to the 4 ball, and then he'll. I think he's a little flatter than he wanted to be, but he'll still try and go over to the opposite side of that 5 ball and put the 5 ball in where he put the 4 ball. we want to give a shout out to the billiard den here. Marcy and her staff, so gracious to let us have this tournament and things here. So real happy that she's given us this opportunity. They've got great food. One of the few places where you can go eat a good meal and be in a billiards hall. So it's nice and refreshing to be able to do that. And lots of pool tables. Let me tell you, they got pool tables running out everywhere here. Anyway, you should come out and if you're and give Marcy and them some business. That was unfortunate. He just rattled that ball, and now Jaime's got an opportunity to go up one on him in a race to be 2 ahead. Well, Jaime's got a cut shot here. Stay down on it. He might actually make this ball.
Shot it good.
Yep, absolutely.
The cue ball's taken off to the side.
Yep.
Stayed up.
Yeah.
It's a good shot there.
Yep. You didn't. I don't know if you saw the shot beforehand, but
last I looked over, Curtis was he'd shot the 5 and had the 6 in the side from what I saw.
He just he got down to the 8 ball, putting it into the top right corner, and then going out, with a little draw shot to the rail, and coming back to the 9 ball. But he just rattled the 8 ball and left it available for Jaime to get out.
Yeah. So Jaime's up 1 now, and it's his break. He's got an opportunity to snap it off now.
Yep.
After giving up his 2-game lead that he had earlier.
Yep. And again, folks, we've the players agreed to change, and Doc agreed to allow it. It's going to be a win by 2 match. So they both went to the hill, and one of these players has to win by 2. So a lot like volleyball.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, this might bring Curtis back into it, though.
Yeah.
So
for those out there who aren't too familiar with win by 2 scenario, Jaime is up 1 game right now. If he were to win this game, the set is over. If Curtis wins this game, the score resets to 0, and then both players have to win by 2 again.
Yeah.
It's a very common practice. I think
a little draw shot here. Yeah.
I think the hardest shots he's going to have here are going to be the transition from the 4, 5, and 6.
Yep, that's why I agree. And it's going to be really the position that he gets from here to the 5 ball that makes the difference.
He did good there, leaving himself below this 4 ball so he can just go into the rail and back out to the center of the table. A little pass, really. He's going to come probably about even with this 8 ball.
Yeah, he just wants to adjust. He just wants to, I think he could have hit it a little harder.
Yeah, he came a little short there.
He's going to be a little bit elevated, maybe. No?
No, but he's going to have to go into the 8 and 6 now. Uh-oh.
See, he did that again. That top right corner pocket's got his number or something. He's just having some troubles with that today.
He's got an opportunity to close out the set now. He's got a little bit of a cut on this 5 ball, but nothing too difficult.
No,
this cue ball's going to have to...
It's going to travel a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to go up and down. I'd say it's probably going to end up right back where it's at right now, depending on the speed that he hits it at.
Yeah.
From what I've been playing with him, I have a feeling that he's going to hit it hard enough to go up and down and end up pretty much right where it's at.
So it's going to hit the top rail and the bottom rail and come back?
Mm-hmm.
He's queuing that up with a little bit of right.
Just like that.
Yeah. Well, he got a little further than you said.
Hmm?
Did you see that ball?
There's
something going weird there, man.
It's not natural. It's mainly in that little quadrant right there.
Yeah.
Something's going on there. I wonder if the slate's not cracked or something.
Yeah. I mean, Marcy takes such good care of her tables. I'm just surprised at, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think it goes by.
I don't think so either, but
I mean,
he's got, if it doesn't go by, he's got enough angle and enough of the pocket, the side pocket here, where he can shoot it with a little bit of inside, bottom inside, and go 2 rails behind the 8 and reposition for the 7 down in this opposite corner.
Yeah.
Depending on how he feels, he may
Play
just
safe?
play it safe. Yeah,
I was
just roll
thinking.
it past the 7 and leave it behind.
Yeah. I don't know if we're playing the tournament rules in these matches, but you know,
I think
play 3 foul in the other in the tournament.
Right. I believe most of these guys are just playing no 3 foul rule.
Yeah. Sure is giving this a lot of thought. I don't blame him. He's kind of in a position where he has to.
Yeah. He does. If he doesn't do what he needs to here, he could lose the set.
Yeah.
Yeah, he chose a save, but he let him see it.
Well, he got far enough up to make it okay. You know, I mean, it's not like he's going to be able to cut it. He's just going to probably clip the ball. And
I think he's trying to match the end to the side of it and cut it in. No?
yeah.
Played a good shot there, though.
Yeah.
Controls the ball pretty well.
I think
I see another
Curtis,
save coming.
Or he could. I think he's got room to cut it down to the corner pocket.
Yeah. Only problem with that is controlling no rail. He didn't get a rail. That's not good.
Man, and that would have been a good save too.
Yeah, would have had him nice and locked up. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's taking him a second to compose himself.
Yeah.
Well, that should wrap this up. I'm going to go ahead and get my stuff ready.
Well, wait a minute. It's not over yet, buddy.
I'm pretty confident he's got this one.
Yeah. And we both called it wrong. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
We called it wrong.
What do you mean?
I mean, we figured that Curtis was favored.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and
yeah. Well, hold on a second. He's. Oh, okay.
Well, that's still a distant shot.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
If he stays down, he wins. If he doesn't stay down, he probably loses or
for the
loses
money.
his game. Yeah.
Taking his time.
Yep.
There it is. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There it
Whoa.
is. All right. Good
All right.
match, guys. All right, Rob. We'll go get ready.
All right. We'll see you in just a few minutes. We're going to run a commercial and everything, so remember that.
All right, guys. For the middleweight fight, we got Jaime winning over Curtis 10-8. Up next, we got Gerardo versus Clint in the heavyweight bout.
Since 1952, Fort Worth Billards Superstore has the best selection in game room furnishings. Top brands and pool tables by Brunswick and A.E. Schmidt. Need billiard accessories? We have you covered. Hundreds of pool cues and billiard accessories to choose. We're more than just billiards. Selecting the bar stools for the game room, kitchen island, or bar, we offer a vast array of custom bar stools. Billiards not your game or need to add to the game room? We also offer shuffleboard tables, air hockey, foosball, table tennis, arcade games, darts, chess sets, dominoes, and casino supplies. We are Fort Worth Billiards Superstore. You can find us online at www.dfwbilliards.com or come and visit us at 2312 Montgomery Street in the Cultural Arts District. We're open from 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, and Saturday from 9 to 5. Or call us at 817-377-1004.
All right, everybody. This is going to be a race to 9, win by 2, alternating break. Clint Palacci and Gerardo Perez. And I don't know if I pronounced Clint's name right. It's either Palacci or Palacci, so. But he'll forgive me. Looks like Clint won the lag, which means he's going to break. All right, cool. All right, so Clint's probably got a pretty easy out here. 6 balls on the table, made 3 on the break. And for those of you that are new to our streams, we try to put the color-coded scorecards up. So if you see Gerardo is in red, that means his score's in red, and then Clint's is in blue. I do not know what the money in the middle is on this match, what they're playing for. So I'll try and find that out here after this rack, just to kind of let everyone know what's going on here. Generally, we try to, for these matches, the players will put up a at least a C note. That way, it makes it interesting and worthwhile to come out and play something like this. But race to 9, win by 2. It might be for a little bit more money, but we'll see. Clint's kind of got himself in a little bit of a pickle here. He got tied up to that 7 ball a little closer than he wanted to be. So he's going to have to take some kind of a safe. a pretty good save. He looks like he blocked Gerardo. Gerardo's going for the jump cue. And he made a good jump. He made a good hit. He's probably not going to get rewarded for it, but he did pretty well. I'm going to go step out for just a second and see if I can't recruit someone to come over here and commentate with me. So if I can't find anyone, I'll be back shortly. All right, folks, I'm back. Looks like the score's 1-0 Clint. And Gerardo's up to break. We are playing alternate breaks. So this should... Gerardo says he's been breaking pretty good, so let's just see. He's got pretty good control. Made a couple of balls on the break. And he made 3 balls on the break. So, and I believe he's got a shot. Maybe not. Well, he might have to go rail first, but I think he's got a shot on this one ball. No, so he's going to play it safe. And he played a pretty good safe. I think the 4 ball blocks the entire 1 ball. That's going to get ball in hand to Gerardo, which from this point should be a pretty easy out for him. And he'll shoot the 1 ball in the side pocket, then the 2 ball, and probably a little bit of a draw. Come back 1 rail up to get the 3 ball, and then pocket the 5 in the. I don't think that's what Gerardo wanted. Yeah, absolutely, it's not what Gerardo wanted. He's going to have to, might even consider a safe here, snugging the cue ball up to the 8 ball. No, Gerardo just cuts it in, and he'll pocket that 4 ball in the same corner pocket, and with a little bit of draw, and then the 8 ball in the same corner pocket, and then he'll get shaped for the 9 ball. He's going a little farther down than he wanted. But it's still a chip shot for Gerardo. So we've got a 1-1 match. Race to 9, win by 2. The house out here at the billiard den is pretty busy. We got a lot of players in here tonight, and then there's dart players here. This is a big crowd tonight. Friday night in the big town. Clint's got a pretty good little break. I'd like to see him put that cue ball a little bit more on the center table, but he's got a pretty good little break. He was able to make a ball on that break, so he should be all right. He's got a little bit of a tester here. He's got a 2-3 combo, or he'll have to figure out some kind of a safe, or maybe even a rollout. What's his option at this point? I think he's going to try and pocket that 3 ball. Well, I didn't see that shot, so it was a good try, though. Again, this is probably just a pretty rudimentary out for Gerardo. I don't know why he drew it so much. That's yeah, he's shaking his head. He's like, "What the heck was I thinking?" So, forget what I said about rudimentary out. He's going to go airborne, and which I think is this is a tough shot. You got a good distance between the cue and the 6 ball, and he's going to try and land it down there to where he can potentially pocket that 4 ball. But he said he was doing good at his jumps. Let's see what he does. Yeah, came off the table. It's going to give Clint a pretty good opportunity. So back to rudimentary. It looks like Clint should be able to just do a couple of stop shots here and be good to go. Whenever I say stop shots, he's not necessarily meaning the real true stop shot, but something pretty easy. I think he's just going to draw this ball straight back. I think he can. I'm not 100% certain of his angle, but I think he's going to draw this draw ball straight back. Yeah, he's fine. well, Gerardo has elevated himself a little bit. He's going to have to get the rake and work with that just a little bit. I'm not a big fan of this rake. It's got too much out there. Now he's really got himself in a pickle. So he'll probably just he'll probably just try to one rail this, maybe. I don't know. 2 rail, maybe 1 rail. Yeah, he's just gonna. That was a very good hit. No reward. So Clint will take ball in hand with 4 balls sitting on the table. He'll probably tap the 4 ball into what I think is the 8 ball. Yes, the 8 ball, and then roll up. Make sure he doesn't get out of shape for the. The 4 ball doesn't roll in the wrong spot. He'll put the cue ball up, same direction that the 4 is going, and then he'll pocket the 4 ball and come back and make the 9 and probably draw down somewhere, shape or form to the 9 ball. Yep. Now he'll just cut this 9 ball in the bottom right corner, or bottom left, depends on how you're looking at it. To me, it's bottom left since I'm looking at it on the screen here. Yep, we've got a 3-1 match. Clint's ahead by 2. Race to 9, win by 2. Tomorrow, folks, we're going to have the DFW 9-ball tour, second stop here at the Billiard Den. And everybody's got to be here at 10 o'clock in the morning. Register, make sure they have their players' agreement signed, and then they'll start to Calcutta sometime shortly thereafter. And play will actually probably get started sometime, I would imagine, around noon, and that's about when we will go live streaming again. So if you're interested, you can watch the entire tournament. Well, I say the entire tournament. Every TV table match will be on this same table, and you can watch that as we progress through the tournament. I think we have 90 or 95 players tomorrow, so we're going to have a full house and a full field and another good tournament. I tell you, Clint is a pretty solid player. Both of these players are really solid. I've known Gerardo longer than I have Clint. So I met Clint probably about 6-8 months ago at a tournament up at JR Pockets in Denton, and I was impressed.
There was one time where I hit the number next week, I hit the number 3 this week, and then the next week I hit the number from the week before. So it was like it was like a $3,000. It was back before they did put a cap on it. It was $3,000.
It's 4-1 Clint, and Gerardo is looking at the one ball. I think he's got to maybe do a little bit of a masse around this, and then that was unfortunate. The 8 ball got in the way, so he's going to have to come up with a shot here. Gerardo made a good jump. And it looks like he's going to get fortunate and I think that 9 ball might block Clint from pocketing this ball. I think he might be able to see it, but we'll see. I think Clint might have got away with a good safety there. There might be a little window between the 7 and the 8, but it looks like Gerardo's going back towards his jump cue. Well, made another good hit. And a pretty good shot came out of it. I think Clint, naturally he can see it, but I think he's probably going to have to play a little bit of a safe here, maybe. Or he might be able to just bank that ball in. I don't know. He's kind of doing a couple of things here. He's double checking to see what he can really do. Yeah, he was going to play safe behind 4 ball, but I don't think he got it. I think he can. I think you need to see it fully, or he might just have a little Welsh first shot. And he was able to see it fully. Gerardo can put a string here together. That's going to put Clint 5-1 in a race to 9, win by 2. So if Clint gets to 9 and Gerardo is not at 8, he will win the match. We'll look at this 1-9 combination. And that's exactly what he did. So now we've got a 5-2 match. Gerardo will be breaking, since it's alternating breaks. I think Gerardo might have just played that one a little softer than he needed to. Softer is not the word I'm looking for, but I think he babied that one more than he needed to. But it's okay. He's still at the table, and looks like Clint's going to put this up, but he's a little out of line on this 8-ball, but he'll pocket it, and he'll probably go 2 or 3 rails for shape, unless he goes 1 rail with a lot of left. Which is what he decided to do. It's gone a little bit farther than he wanted. Put a little bit too much on it, but he'll attempt to pocket this in the side pocket, and it's going to have to wait. We got someone over here by the ATM machine, and it's kind of in his way, actually. So he's going to pocket this in the side, or attempt to, and then that'll put him 6-2 in a race to 9. It's not what he intended at all. Poorly executed shot. No. folks, I have just got the privilege and the pleasure of having 3 Foul Charlie Roberts. They used to call him Lucky Charlie, but I got to tell you, he's got a new nickname. It's 3 Foul Charlie because Charlie here 3-fouled me in the last tournament we were at. Put me over on the left side, and then he 3-fouled me again to put me out. So he's got a new nickname. He is 3 Foul Charlie. How you doing, Charlie?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm good. So what do you think about this match here? Who would have you thought would have been the favorite in this? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I say Gerardo.
Yeah, but it's the scores 5-3.
Yep.
In favor of Clint, and I wouldn't have thought that.
Nuh-uh. I didn't think.
Yeah. So Clint's elected to play a safe there, or a rollout rather, and Gerardo's coming to the table. He'll probably. You think he's going to try and cut this back into that corner pocket, or do you think he's going to? Well, he didn't cut it back in the corner pocket, but he got lucky, didn't he, Charlie?
Yes, he did.
What do you think the chances of Gerardo doing a 3-foul on Clint?
That's going to be hard.
Well, I don't know. I almost thought that we were going to see Clint be able to do a 3-foul. What do you think?
They can do it.
Yeah.
They can jump and cut.
Uh-oh. This might not bode well for Gerardo. Yeah, so you ready for tomorrow, Charlie?
Yes, sir.
Are you playing in it too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm going to try to play in it. It's hard to play and be part of this.
Oh yeah, it's hard.
Isn't it?
It is hard. It's a job.
Yeah, and it's
people's always when you're sitting there playing, people are talking to you. Hey, what's your shot? Or
yeah, and you just kind of like, like at the last tournament. Heck, I think maybe was it mine in your match or someone? Maybe I was playing someone else, and they kept coming over and say, "Hey, you need to go look at the stream." I was like, "Wow, please let me play just once." That was a good safety by Clint. He might work into a 3-foul. We'll see. I would think that probably if he gets ball in hand, he'll probably just try to run out. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think about our setup now, Charlie?
I love it. It's a lot better.
Yep. We're getting there. We're learning a few things.
Yes,
making
sir.
some changes.
Every time we learn something new.
Yep.
And we get better and better.
Yep, absolutely. Trying to do good for the DFW community here, the pool community here, aren't we?
Yes, sir. Getting ready for our next Friday too.
Yep, next Friday on the 22nd, we've got the Bustamante and Pagulayan challenge, exhibition match. That's going to be actually happening over at Rusty's in Fort Worth. Do you know what the time we're going to start? Is it 7 or 8, 6?
7.
7 o'clock? 7 p.m. There's VIP tickets. I don't remember what the price is on those. Do you?
I think they're $100.
$100 VIP tickets. There's still a few left. So
yes.
You can contact any of the committee members, and the committee members would be Charlie Roberts, myself, Rob Lovelace. You've got Crispian Ning and Doc Reyes, Jennifer Hooten, Ginger, the Crazy Asian, the Crazian, and Jay Ryda, Monica Anderson. And am I leaving anyone out, Charlie? Have I left anyone out? I think I got everybody, didn't I?
Yes.
And if I didn't, and you heard it, and you're offended, I apologize. But I'm new to this thing, so I'm trying to remember everybody. But yeah, we've got a few VIP seats left, and if you're a DFW tour player, the DFW tour players get in free, don't they?
Get in free. Yes.
Yep. And then there's general admission if you're not a DFW tour player. I think it's $15 or something like that.
$15.
Yeah, to get in the door. But again, it's going to be at Rusty's Fort Worth. I think we start at 7 o'clock on the 22nd, which is a week from today. So come out and see two of the greatest pool players that's ever played the game, and two legends in the game. They're running around right now with Ray Hansen. Isn't that right? Yeah.
Yes.
Of Pool Action TV.
We're also going to be selling raffle tickets tomorrow.
Tomorrow during the tournament here. What's the raffle tickets for, Charlie?
I got JBKs and 2 Predator sticks.
What kind of Predator sticks? Are they just normal Q sticks?
One's a player stick and one's a break stick.
Okay. All right. So what was the other thing? What was the other stuff?
The JB case?
Yeah, the JB case. Oh, yeah. Hey, one of the best case makers in the business. Yeah, that's a $20 chance to get.
We got our shirts for $20.
Yeah, we've got the DFW 9-ball tour shirts, and we're working on getting some of the exhibition between Bustamante and Paggy Lion shirts. Hopefully we'll get all those printed up in time to. But looks like Gerardo's on a run out here. He's going to go up one rail and come back and pocket the 7, and he might go draw and go one rail over and come back out for the 8-ball. Yep. So he's going to just do one rail and come down and pocket the 9-ball in the corner pocket. I think he would probably like to come a little bit farther, but he didn't. What do you think, Charlie? Think he's going to pocket this?
Oh, yes.
Yep. Right in the hole. So I think that we've tied it up. I hear the weather's dropped a little bit cooler out there.
Yes, it has.
It's a little cooler in here, too. Isn't that right, Charlie? Are you a little cool? I'm a little cool.
That's Texas weather. You never know.
Yeah. Swimming weather earlier today, and now you ain't seeing me jump in that water.
Don't forget, we got a lot. Forward Billards got a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah, I think Fort Worth Billards, didn't they build a thing just for our tour players as well?
Yes.
A little bit of a site for them just to go out and see this for us. Again, Fort Worth Billards hosts our Friday night fight here. I say hosts, they sponsor our Friday night fight, and we are being hosted by the Billiard Den in Richardson, Texas. All right, so players are going to take just a bit of a break here. Not long. I think they just need to go to the bathroom or whatnot. But anyway. Clint's a little bit elevated over this 2-ball. So shooting at the 1, so he might he'll probably just go up one rail, come back down and shoot the 2, and then I believe his next ball is the 4 after that. Isn't that right, Charlie?
Yes, sir.
And you miss it, you know. I didn't see the foul there, Charlie. Did you?
Nuh-uh.
I was a little bit confused.
It's like he's supposed to run him out.
He's well capable of doing that. You know, Charlie, I'm not going to play you anymore. I don't like being 3 fouled. So I think Gerardo's going to try and kick this into the side pocket, the opposite side. Yeah, maybe he was aiming for the corner pocket. I'm not sure. Well, Clint's gonna probably have to cut this 6 ball, but he might touch that 9 ball. That might change his path of that cue ball a little bit, so we'll see where he's gonna go with it. Of course, he could maybe try it and draw it and avoid that 9 ball, but I just don't think he's gonna be able to do that. I think he's gonna. Oh, he's actually going to try and pocket the 9.
Yep.
Well, I didn't see that initially. Did you see that?
Yeah.
No. 3-5 Charlie would have seen that. I think that's going to bring it 6-5 Clint. You staying on this side of town, Charlie?
No, I live in Fort Worth.
I know, but are you staying over
Oh,
here
yeah.
tonight? Yeah. So you live in Fort Worth. We're so good to have Charlie because he does everything for us on this 9-ball tour. I mean, if it's something we need, Charlie's got it. Charlie takes care of all the equipment. He does everything. So we appreciate him.
I try not to be late.
From what I understand, you're never late. Matter of fact, I think Jay doesn't like rooming with you. Says you want to be up here at the tournament by 6 o'clock in the morning. We don't even open the doors until 10. That was a pretty good bank shot there by Gerardo with perfect shape too, and he's going to get hooked.
He got hooked.
Yeah, he's going to get hooked. That was he looks over at us with this, how can this happen to me look, So we can go up and do a two rail kick, except for he fouled. I think Gerardo is trying to put us in suspense here. So Clint will probably go to the rail and come back over and then pocket the 7 in the, as we're facing the table here, the top left corner. That's what I'm thinking he will probably do. Go 1, maybe 2 rails to do that. So he's going to put it in the side pocket and drift down for the 9-ball. Might actually go down to the rail. There's an option to go down to the rail and then come back up for the 9-ball, but I'm afraid he might run into the 9-ball if he does that. But let's see what happens here. Yep, so he went down to the rail, came back out. That'll put Clint 1 away from being on the hill. And since this is a race to 9, win by 2, if Clint gets to 9 and Gerardo is still at 5, then Clint will win. And it's Clint's break, so he's in a pretty good spot. What do you think, Charlie?
Yep. He can break and run.
Yep.
You got nice tables out here, and
Yeah. This place is busy tonight, isn't it, Charlie?
yes, sir.
I mean, we've got league players, we've got tournament players, we've got players that just come in and want to hit a ball. They're just people that will go grab one off the wall and play with it. So every kind of player is out here right now. Yeah, I really like Clint's break. I wish it would just sit more in the middle of that table, but it's got a soft break. It breaks all the balls up, and he generally makes one. So I think it's working for him. Uh-oh. That was a mental error right there. So he's going to give Gerardo an opportunity here to get out, and I think Gerardo can probably do it. So, well, that changes the landscape a whole lot.
Oh,
I think these two players I think the pressure's starting to get to both of them. What do you think, Charlie?
yes, it is.
Yeah. Well, the tough shot here is getting from the 3 to the 4. And it looks like he's pretty straight, so I don't know. He might be able to do a little draw shot. No, he did a follow shot. I guess he might be able to cut that into the side. Yeah, he can cut that into the side. And here he's going to go probably 3 rails. Come back out and put the 5 ball in the other side pocket. Now he's got the 6 ball down here, so he's going to have to put a little English on it to get there, and he did just fine. So, oh my goodness, stood up on that shot. He's a little frustrated right now, but he's still in it, so. Clint will probably just pocket this up there, go to the top rail, come with a little bit of left English, and then come over and pocket the 9 ball in this bottom left hand pocket. Well, actually, it looks like he's going to do some draw English. I must be a little bit straighter than what I think he is. And he just played a stop shot. So he's just going to make a cut down the rail into the bottom left corner pocket.
Nope.
Ooh. That gives Gerardo an opportunity to get back in this game.
Yes, it does.
And if he can pocket this ball, then it'll give his confidence back too. So he needs to get that back. So you can see Gerardo's shirt right there. That's one of the shirts that we actually have for sale, the DFW 9-Ball Predator Tour, and I think those are $20. Is that right, Charlie?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Got them in all different kinds of sizes, from small to large to 2, 3, 4, XL, something like that. We just about
Yes,
cover
sir.
everything.
Anytime people are out and they see me, they can get one from me. I'll
Okay.
sell them.
Yeah, you can't get one from me because I'm not a sales guy, so I didn't take any of the shirts. I took some at first, and then I gave them all back because other people were selling so much better than I was. You put me in a closet and ask me to do things, and I can get things done. Selling ain't one of them. So Clint's elected to do a push here, and that'll give Gerardo another opportunity to get back to the table. He may not like it though. So, and I'm kind of thinking that Gerardo will probably give this one back to him. What do you think, Charlie?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Clint's actually wearing one of the shirts as well. They both of these players tonight have that DFW 9-ball tournament. It's got the calendar on it for our stop dates. Isn't that right, Charlie?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Next one's at Speeds.
Do you know what the date is for that?
24th, 25th.
Of March.
Yes.
All right. Speeds in Arlington. That's off of 360 and what's that?
Where? No, it's off 360.
Yeah. So anyway,
Division.
everybody who knows, they'll know where it is. It's 360 in Arlington. Speeds. And do you know how many players we're going to be able to have there? We're going to still try to do a full field of 90?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I don't think Gerardo's going to like this shot. So, again, it's 7-6, Clint. And we'll see what Gerardo's going to do with this. He's going to try and kick it in. He's going to come to the rail and come back out. So, the good thing is that he didn't give Clint an easy shot back into the corner pocket. I mean, that's the only place he can go. The only other thing that Clint could possibly do, but I think might be a little bit too hard here, is to play a safe and roll up on that 8-ball. But I think that's going to be a little bit too difficult. It might be a little bit. I think.
Mike can make that 8 in the side.
Well, he's looking at something there. Yeah, he's looking at it. We'll see. Huh? Charlie, if he heard you, you gave him a good idea. I don't think he heard you, Charlie. Yeah, I think he's trying to play safe. Yeah. I don't know that it's going to work out like he wants. I think Gerardo can see, if not all of this, a pretty good chunk of it. No, he's actually got the jump key, so he's going to try and jump this. I don't know where he's going to try and pocket it in the corner pocket. That was a good jump. He did well there. Now he's going to go one rail out to get to the 6-ball, and then we'll see what happens from there. I did not expect that.
Nope.
I don't know if that was. I would have thought that he could have gone by that 7-ball. There looks like there's plenty of room there, don't you think?
Yep. I said, what happened?
Yeah, this could put Clint on the hill. A little elevated here trying to draw over that 9 ball. So when you're elevated, all kinds of bad things can happen, and it just did. However, I think Gerardo's got a pretty easy bank shot here. We'll see how this works out for him. Yep. Good shot.
Oh.
Perfect. What are you talking about, Charlie?
Yeah.
Now he's going to have a bit of a tester. He's got to get back to that 9 ball, right? He's shooting the wrong way.
Yep.
Well, this is a bit of a tester.
Oh.
Almost made it in the side pocket, and he scratched. So that's going to put Clint on the hill in a race to 9, win by 2. This might be about it for the night. What do you think, Charlie?
Yep.
I can go home and get some sleep.
Oh, it's not that far.
Far enough, Charlie. It's far enough. Lake Louisville's a little good distance from here. But it's not as bad as Rusty's in Fort Worth or Arlington.
Yeah.
That's a bit more for me. Yeah, he made another ball on the break and kept the cue ball in a pretty good spot. It's not perfect, but hey, be able to cut that 1 ball in the corner pocket and come down and get shape on a 2. He acts like he's elevated, but he's really not. He opted for a safe.
Yep.
And I think he could have run out there, but he's better than I am, so.
Oh, nice shot.
That was a good shot. And a tough jump, too, because it was really close. I'm going to do a little draw shot and get back down to the 4 ball from the 3. He's got the 6 and the 9 tied up, so that's going to be a little bit of an interesting thing. I think at this point he needs to figure out how to break that out, because this is his breakout ball. So break these out, get to a point where you can make the 5 ball and get this to an 8-7 match.
Oh, go safe.
Or play safe. That's the other option. You called it, Charlie. I didn't. And there's an option to maybe try to kick this into the side pocket from the other rail, which is what he's looking at doing.
There it goes.
Well, he almost.
Uh-oh.
Look at that! My
that.
goodness. That's that'll probably do it for us tonight, folks. So, let's see where we are.